Hey everybody, how's it going? It's Strong Degree 14 here. Welcome back after so long. By the way, I'm sorry that I said I would post a video last night. I ended up oversleeping when I wanted to make a video. So the initial plans to make the initial video had changed, and now we're going to be doing this reaction video of the film theorist that from Blue's Clues is not a dog. Now, I'm actually quite interested to hear what he has to say about this. I did grow up with Blue's Clues when I was a baby, so she definitely holds a little place in my heart. So I definitely want to see what he has to say about her not being a dog. And that being said, I hope you guys are ready for reactions to come back. They are definitely coming back. Splatoon will be coming back. I know I missed the Splatfest, and I'm sorry. And life has been super busy, and I haven't had any time to do it. And I'm sorry I couldn't do it any faster. I will make sure that coming this week, you will get some Splatoon videos in place. Anyways, with that being said, let's get on with the reactions. I'm ready for the new year. First reaction of the new year. And let's begin in 3, 2, 1.
You heard me right. Blue from Blue's Clues is not a dog. Sure,
Why is
she
that,
looks like
Smash?
a dog, and she barks like a dog, but she is not a dog. Get this.
Why?
Blue is in fact an advanced member of an alien species
What?
looking to learn from humans in an eventual bid to take over planet Earth. An
Are you
alien
serious?
species that is getting closer to achieving that goal season by season. And here's the craziest
Are
part.
you
This
serious?
is barely a theory. As you're about to see, practically all of this is explicitly spelled out in the show's canon. So sit down in your thinking chair
Why?
and think about your impending servitude to an army of canine-themed overlords.
Okay. I'm intrigued and confused now. Let's just see.
That's Alien for sit and obey. Hello, Internet.
Ah, nice
Welcome
intro.
to Film Theory, the show that's
Hey.
really found its niche talking about the dark lore of children's programming starring puppies. It is
Yeah.
a very specific content category, but we are dialed into it. For those of you who
Yeah.
have no idea what's going on, today we're talking about Blue's Clues, the iconic Nickelodeon kids show that ran for 10 years between 1996
I grew up with
and
this show.
2006 before getting revived in 2019. Every episode was an interactive audience adventure as the animated dog Blue and her human companion roamed around their storybook house in order to find 3 clues that would help them solve the episode's big mystery. Honestly,
Yeah.
when you look at it, this thing was like the training ground for theorists of the future. Blue's Clues walked so film theory could run. Along the way, they'd sing songs, read the mail, and do
Yep.
stuff like this.
We need our handy dandy
Notebook.
notebook, right? Nubby.
You know, the good sort of formula.
You know, I've seen the video of just to be clear. I've seen the video of when Steve came back after so many years to talk about it. I got kind of emotional about it. I didn't realize it at the time. I thought this was a great kids show, and I still think it is to this day. Fight me.
Formulaic that any kids show really thrives off of. The show was hosted by Steve for 4 seasons,
Correct.
who then went off to college and passed the baton over to his younger brother Joe. Now,
Right.
in its current iteration, Blue's Clues and You, it's hosted by their cousin Josh.
Right,
All
Josh.
wearing primary colors, all equally oblivious to the obvious answers that are lying right in front of their faces.
Does she need to put the bubbles between the towel and the soap and make a bubble sandwich?
Sure, Steve,
no.
sure your dog Blue wants to eat a bubble sandwich. Try it. See how much dog vomit you're cleaning up out of that carpet. Anyway, Blue's Clues is probably,
Yeah.
in my opinion, one of the best kids programs of all time. If you've
I
never
agree.
seen it, who taught you how to feel?
I guess I just wanted to say that after all these years, I never forgot you. Ever.
He
And I'm
actually
super
played
glad
it.
we're still friends.
Me too, Steve. I didn't forget you either. Who is
Me.
cutting onions in here? Anyway, now that my family's exhausted the entire canon of Paw Patrol and is currently waiting patiently for the new movie to release later this year, we've moved on to revisiting some classic Blue's Clues in order to fill the void in our Friday night movie nights. And let me
Yeah.
tell you, as I've gone back to this show as an adult, I'm picking up on a lot of small, strange details here and there. Things that seriously make me use my mind and take a step at a time. And I gotta tell you, it's time to do the thing that I want to do, which
Yep.
is expose Blue's Clues for the alien conspiracy
Oh
that
boy.
it is.
I
You see,
can't
the
wait to see that.
colorful
Also saw the
storybook
Among
world
Us
of
stuff
Blue's
on the
Clues
painting.
holds a secret in its later seasons and spin-off movies. A secret that
Yeah.
recontextualizes the entirety of the show. For decades, we've been led to believe that Blue is a puppy. Nope, she is anything but. She is an emissary from the stars scouting out us Earthlings. And our reckoning is coming,
Why is
friends.
that?
So skidoo on over because it's
Theory. Man, he's taking all these references with open arms.
A clue.
Oh, what did
Oh,
you
hey,
say?
Slippery
You have the
Soul.
flu? Sorry to hear that. I've been sick too lately. You can probably hear it in my voice. It's been a really nasty winter so far.
No, a clue.
Oh,
Yeah.
you see a clue. Thanks, Slippery. The first
It's on the
is
subscribe button.
subscribe button. Let's put that in our handy dandy
Notebook.
Wacom tablet. Right. So we draw
Oh,
one.
I
line
don't
at
have a
the top,
Wacom tablet.
long line at the bottom. Connect the two with some rounded lines at the ends, and then we
Right.
write the word subscribed in the middle. Wait,
Got it.
does yours not look like that? You better fix that. Otherwise,
the colors are
mailboxes could
inverted.
Cry. And you don't want to make mailbox cry, do you?
No,
begin in a
I do
simple place,
anything
shall
to
we?
make
Blue's
mailbox
age.
not
The sheer
cry.
fact that Blue is still alive in the new reboot series automatically throws her dogness into question, considering that she should 100% be dead at this point. You see, in the world.
Well, to be fair, I actually remember her origin. So, Blue's origin is that she came from a storybook that Steve loved to read, and he loved it so much that he wished Blue was real, and therefore she came out of the book and was there living with Steve from then on. So, if anything, I guess she is technically an alien from another world if you count the world being her book, but I definitely want to see more of this.
World of the show, there is clearly a passage of time.
You're about
that's
to say it,
established.
I know.
The most obvious example of this, in season 4, Steve goes off to college. They're
Right.
done. Time is not a frozen entity inside this universe. Season 5, episode 29 tells us the
Yep,
story
there
of
it
how
is.
Steve first met Blue. At the time, she was a young puppy, and Steve looked to be about 8 years old, which tells us that they
Oh.
were together for at least 10 years before Joe entered the picture. Now,
Right.
in season 2, episode 9, Blue's birthday, Blue's cake has 8 candles in it. And we're not talking dog years either. I think we've all heard the general rule of thumb that 1 year for a dog equals about 7 years of human life. So if your dog is 2 real years old, its dog age would be about like 14, right? Well, it turns out the math isn't exactly.
I think you actually had that backwards. I think you meant to say that 7 dog years is 1 dog year or 1 human year.
That simple. Dogs mature more quickly than we do early on in their life. Size
Right.
and breed also play a factor, with smaller
Correct.
dogs tending to live longer than larger ones. So, knowing
I
that,
see.
what would Blue's age expectancy be? Well, based on her
I mean, she's
large,
a pretty
floppy
small
ears,
dog,
she's
so she should
likely
live
one of the
pretty
breeds
long.
from the hound family. We also know that Blue talks a lot in yowling barks and high-pitched whines. This also fits with the hound group, as dogs bred for hunting have a very similar distinctive sound and tend to be more talkative than other dogs because they had to communicate with their humans while on the chase. But the thing that actually clinches it is her weight. We know, based on Blue's visit to the vet in season 5, episode 30, that she weighs in at
20 pounds.
which would put her as one of the smaller hounds. In other
Right.
words, Blue most closely resembles a beagle, giving her a rough life expectancy of 15
Honestly, that makes a lot of
At
sense.
absolute best, the record for the oldest dog in history is 22 years, and I doubt that they were as sprightly
Oh.
as our puppy Blue here. So if Blue was 8 at the top of season 2, and now, 23 years later, we have this new reboot, there is no way that she would still be qualifying for puppy status, let alone living
true.
status if she were actually a dog. What's that? Maybe time froze between the season breaks?
Aw,
I mean,
poor
you would
Chickadee.
think that, but no. Time continued to march forward for all of the characters. Case in point, Mr. Salt and Mrs. Pepper. In the
Right.
season 1 finale of Blue's Clues, the big mystery solve is that these two seasonings
Right,
are
they had
having
a
themselves
baby,
named
Paprika.
Paprika. It is really cute. By the 4th season, Paprika has become a toddler. 2 years
Right.
have passed in 2 seasons. In season 4, the family has themselves another child,
Right, Cinnamon.
By the series wrap, Cinnamon is still a baby that can barely talk. But hold on. In this new reboot series, Blue's Clues and You, everyone is older. Paprika
Yeah.
is a teenager with a smartphone, and Cinnamon is probably around 10, wearing a cool sideways ball cap. The full 21-year gap.
And they have 2 twin brothers, and they have 2 twins now named Ginger and Sage.
Between the original series finale and the reboot hasn't passed, but it has been at least a decade for the characters inside of this world, meaning
True.
that Blue is likely 21 years old or older. That is not a dog who is able to dance, party, and freeze on a single toe. And the lies and the deceit about Blue's age don't stop there. If you jump to the reboot and watch season 1, episode
Okay.
11, Happy Birthday Blue, count the candles on the cake. Not only has she not
5.
aged, apparently she's aged backwards. Her cake only has 5 candles, 3 less than what she had when it was her birthday with Steve.
Okay.
The evidence here just doesn't add up. And before you think that maybe this is a new
I mean, sorry, I have to stop for just a second. Also, this is a weird pause on Blue's face, but I mean, some people don't put a bunch of candles on for age, so I think you're looking a bit too much into that detail, but then again, it's your job. What the hell am I saying? Anyways, back to it.
Replacement dog, it's not. It is confirmed to be the same Blue from the old series by both
Correct.
Steve and Joe.
Steve! Joe! I don't know what Blue wants with her snack. Let us talk to her. Hey, Blue.
Wait.
Talk to me.
Oh my god. His notebook is now an iPad? That's crazy.
Got it.
We talked it over, and there's really only one thing to do.
Play Blue's Clues? Yep.
So, if it's the same dog 20 plus years later, how can Blue still be alive and kicking? The only reasonable explanation is that Blue isn't a dog at all. But to prove that, we gotta find
Okay.
ourselves some more clues.
A clue. A clue.
There's a
Tattoo,
clue on the
tattoo?
wall,
Yeah,
over
I
there.
have one on the small of my back. It's a cute little butterfly. Why do you ask?
No, Matt. A clue.
Oh, a clue.
It's on the
And
wall.
on Blue's paw print. Isn't that meta? So why would Blue's paw print be a clue? Well, it's because her anatomy
Oh.
isn't like a dog. For starters, she's able
Okay,
to
so
pick
the
up
paw
books
print
with
itself?
an opposable thumb. You don't have to be a vet or have a master's in animal sciences to know that dogs do not have thumbs. And yet,
Right.
on many occasions throughout the show and the promotional artwork, we see Blue holding things, rowing rafts, holding a piping bag or a guitar, all with a big ol' prominent thumb. A thumb that is somehow able to retract back
What do you
into her
know?
hand. Sorry, let me rephrase this. Blue's whole paw is able to morph and change. Blue
True.
normally has herself 3 obvious toes as she hops around the house. This
Correct.
is consistent to her design across all iterations of the show. And
Right.
yet, when she goes up to smash a paw print on the screen for a clue or during the intro sequence, she grows a 4th toe.
Or that toe shifts to be a thumb. What about that?
And also, again, there's that humanoid monkey thumb that's hidden somewhere in there too. This is not
Well-
normal dog anatomy. Why has this
Yeah.
not raised anyone's alarms before? And the non-dog behavior doesn't stop there either. In season 6, episode 8, Soccer Practice, Blue
Yeah.
and the gang play a game of soccer. After they're done, they all sit down to share some chocolate ice cream. Yep, you heard that
But
one.
Purple Kangaroo is a strawberry one.
Right, chocolate ice cream. I think most people know that giving a dog chocolate is
Yeah.
basically like giving them poison. But ice cream is just as bad for the dog. It can lead to
Huh.
bloating and vomiting. But here at the end of the episode, both Blue and her friend Magenta are eating chocolate ice cream. Clearly, there are two imposters among us, and right now, Blue and Magenta be looking
Oh my
mad
gosh.
sus. Whatever she's doing, she is clearly not a dog. How then can I prove that she's from another planet? Well, just by watching the show. In season 6, episode 1,
Okay.
The Legend of the Blue Puppy, Joe and the gang are watching a blue moon. All of a sudden, Moona the Moon Fairy appears.
What?
Came here all the way from the blue moon to tell Blue about her legend.
As the story goes,
What?
on the night of the very first blue moon, a whole litter of puppies just appeared out of nowhere. But one was different from all the others. She was blue.
Her color wasn't the only thing different about
What?
this puppy. This puppy liked to read and listen to music.
That is not a dog. That is an alien trying to look like a dog and failing miserably. It's also at this
Oh
point
my
that I should probably
gosh.
mention Blue's other origin story. In season 5's holiday episode, we find out that Blue, again, is no normal dog. Instead,
Right.
she appeared out of a storybook just because Steve wished her into reality.
Steve did not
Right.
have his present yet, but he knew exactly what he wanted.
Yeah.
I hope I get a puppy.
Steve gets this mysterious book in the mail from an unmarked package about a blue dog who doesn't do normal dog things.
Right.
The other puppies ate their food from a bowl on the floor.
But how does that tie in with the Blue Moon event, though?
And a spoon.
We're told that Blue wants a friend who can teach her all the songs and stories and games. The book then ends with the most abrupt fourth wall break imaginable.
And
Right.
then Blue looked up. She had an idea.
Oh,
Could
boy.
her friend be you?
That night, Blue jumps out of the book using the magical power of skidooing, and the rest is history. Now, it would seem like the Blue Moon and book stories would contradict,
Okay.
but they don't. In fact, they just repeat each other. They're just the same story being told differently. Blue is
What?
a creature that came into being because of the Blue Moon and was immediately different from normal dogs. That much is very clear. And it would
Okay.
seem that one power that the moon puppies possess is the power to skidoo, hopping into fictional worlds like books and paintings. This is a
Right.
skill that seems specific to moon puppies like Blue,
But then again, Steve can do that too, and he's a regular human. So it's not a power that she alone has. Steve has it too. So I don't know about that.
who are then able to pass along those abilities to their caretakers who get exposed to her. Notice how
Okay.
shocked everyone is the first time that she skidoos
Okay, I'll stop
into a
pausing
world,
because
but
I know he
eventually
answers
they're
as
all
soon as
doing
I'm
it.
done.
Whoa. Did you see that?
Yes.
Blue just went right into the picture of that farm.
Right.
That's so cool.
That
I
is
think Blue
cool.
wants us to follow her.
Honestly,
Whoa.
as an adult, I
She's
still
in
think
the
that's a
picture,
cool
all
power.
the shapes.
Yeah,
Blue just skidooed.
Blue skidoo, we can too.
Yoink. There he
This
goes.
is my first skidoo. You ready?
Don't mess it up now.
Blue skidoo, we can too.
And you did it.
Anyway, Blue wound up inside of a book waiting for the right human caretaker who would then be able to teach her human ways. But skidooing isn't her only magic power. Returning back to the Moon Fairies and the Legend of the Blue Puppy episode, we see that Blue has an even greater ability.
She was the smartest puppy in all the land.
Right.
And the legend says that there is something else that made the blue puppy special.
Spoiler
what
alert,
was that?
It's not what you expect.
She was born with a little golden key. But
Okay.
she didn't know why she had it, or what the key might unlock.
Yep, a mysterious key.
She
Late
had a
season Blue's
key.
Clues gets to some weird places, man. The TLDW of all this is that Blue is finally old enough to unlock her secret ability. The key, which has been hidden inside her alien dog stuffed animal the whole time, hint hint, opens Blue's magical playroom. Blue transforms into a giant puppet and she can talk.
The greatest thing about your playroom is
Okay.
that here you can talk to your friends.
I can talk to you?
Yeah, I always thought this scene was very weird, honestly. I mean, I still liked it, but it was definitely
thank you.
weird.
I'll just go back to the barking, please. What's also interesting is that time moves differently inside of Blue's room. We can actually see from the clock in the background that each toy box segment here doesn't run as the same time outside of the toy box. The whole thing functions a lot like the hyperbolic time chamber from Dragon Ball Z, where decades of training can get done inside the room in mere minutes of real time. So, is this a similar sort of facility? Is Blue's room a place for Blue to hone her powers of human speech? Seems like the next clear evolution for Blue's species. So if Blue were to harness her true alien powers within Blue's room, what would the fully evolved form of...
Seeing Blue with a with Goku Super Saiyan hair. I mean, does this mean Blue can turn like Super God Saiyan instantly because she's blue? Now that's a fun theory.
Blue's species look like. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce you to Rainbow Puppy, the newest addition to the roster added as a part of the reboot. Rather than just being one color, Rainbow Puppy is, as you might have guessed, a rainbow. RGB gamer for life. More importantly, though, she can speak fluent English and walks on 2 feet rather than 4 like Blue and Magenta. Not only does this make Rainbow Puppy less dog-like, she's clearly a more powerful version of Blue. In Season 3, Episode 11 of the reboot, Rainbow Puppy's Skidoo Adventure, we see that she can skidoo way more than Blue ever could. In most episodes, Blue only manages to skidoo like once, maybe twice, but in this episode, Rainbow Puppy skidoos into Chalk World, the post office, the farm, the ocean, the theater, Rainbow World, and finally Skidoo World. 7 times in a single episode. She is clearly far stronger than Blue or Magenta ever were. And on top of that, she doesn't have an owner. Blue and Magenta both have owners, but I'm guessing Rainbow Puppy doesn't because of her abilities. She doesn't need a caretaker like the others because she's a fully evolved version of whatever alien species these creatures are meant to be. Will the same happen to Blue? Will she soon have enough power of her own that she no longer requires an owner? Absolutely. You can actually see the start of it once Blue unlocks her room. Joe, her caretaker at the time, is completely sidelined. He doesn't know where Blue's disappeared off to. Heck, he doesn't even learn about Blue's room until we tell him.
There you are, Blue.
Right.
So, did you find it? Did you find your greatest gift? So? What is it?
Blue has his own room.
That is so cool.
He's clearly left on the outs.
You know, you two are lucky to have each other. You and Blue. Blue and you. Great friends.
With Steve, it was always about his
Joe.
relationship with Blue. But once Blue unlocks her final ability, Joe serves no purpose. He's not needed anymore. It's all
So that's what I was worried about. So you're saying Blue really does obtain this magical power. What's she gonna do? Are you saying that the season will then move on to just Blue talking and having nobody except herself and maybe some of her anthropomorphic object friends? Can we? I hope at least we have those. I don't think I could ever imagine that.
About you, the viewer, the one who's allowed inside of Blue's room. In fact, Blue is so not interested in Joe anymore that she doesn't even play Blue's Clues with him. Joe has to be the one to create the game himself.
You know, I hope you liked finding Joe's clues, because I sure liked leaving them.
Maybe we'll play again sometime soon.
We would not.
What did
Joe
you do?
is
Did
an
you put
afterthought.
handprints
The humans
everywhere?
have served their purpose.
You
We
did.
even catch glimpses of Blue standing on 2 feet in the recently released movie. She's starting to
Oh
evolve
my
into
goodness.
a higher-powered being. She's starting to approach the levels of Rainbow Puppy. In this new Blue's Clues movie, we see Blue's powers to an extreme degree. She's able to skidoo a whole
Oh,
bus through
whoa.
a billboard to get to New York City. And while they're in New York, everyday items like a mailbox, mustard, and salt and pepper shakers come to life as
Yeah.
Blue walks past. Blue has the ability to create living beings. So we've
Oh.
established that Blue is clearly not a dog from Earth, but what's the goal here? Well, after sitting down in my thinking chair,
Is it an evil army?
I realized Blue's true purpose. She's training up to become the next Rainbow Dog. And so what's Rainbow Dog's deal? Domination. In Rainbow Puppy's
Oh my
Skidoo Adventure, we
goodness.
see Skidoo World for the first time ever. The world that Josh and Blue travel between when they skidoo. In this world, I noticed a few interesting things. One, it's rainbow colored, showing Rainbow's control
Right.
over this metaspace. But secondly, we see lots of pictures throughout Skidoo World.
Correct.
These aren't random photos either. They all represent different Skidoo locations throughout the series. The
Correct.
planet picture represents Season 2, Episode 4. What experiment
Right.
does Blue want to try where they skidoo into space? A jungle is Season 2, Episode 4 of the reboot Blue's Big Baking Show, where they skidoo into a
Okay.
jungle. And the gingerbread house is from Season 2, Episode 6 of the reboot Blue's Night Before Christmas, where they skidoo to the North Pole. These aren't just
Alright.
random places. This world holds all the places that Josh and Blue have been traveling to, and it holds the magic that makes everything come alive. This isn't just a
Oh my
portal,
goodness.
it's a hub world. When any of the puppies skidoo, the power to go there
I had no idea they did all this. That is insane. My mind is actually blown from this. To think that Blue's Clues, a freaking little kid show, my favorite little kid show, has this much depth into it now.
again is stored here.
Crap! Sorry, I didn't mean to turn that on.
In this skidoo world, they're capturing different locations across the world, allowing them to have simultaneous control over everything. Blue and Rainbow Puppy may seem
capture
friendly,
the
but believe
different
me when I
worlds?
say anyone that claims to be a dog but can walk, eat chocolate, and have opposable thumbs is someone that cannot be trusted. Get as far away as you can
Oh,
from Blue and her
Lord.
friends because she could be skidooing to a place near you and never ever go into Blue's room alone. They're all just using you. Instead, you should probably just say, "So long, there's no time for one more song." If you manage to do
What?
that, my friends, I gotta thank you for doing your part. You guys sure are smart. But hey,
But-
that's just a theory. A film theory. And
Oh
if you
my
wanna watch The Dark
goodness.
Secrets of Dora the Explorer, check out the video on the left. Spoiler alert, that game's
Hey.
programming gets real weird. Or if you want to check out
Oh
why
my-
you shouldn't trust Ryder from Paw Patrol, that video's on the
Yeah.
right. Now if you'll excuse me, still looking for that third clue. Anyone see this clue?
I think it's all over the back. I can't believe it. That is crazy. Like, I have to think about this for just a sec. So, I mean, that's true, yeah. Like, Blue is not a dog that can do all that stuff. But I never thought she was an alien. I never knew, like, there was some sort of legend of the Blue Moon. I didn't know there was now a rainbow dog. And now they have, like, an entire HUD world of how they skidoo to everywhere. I can't believe that, but oh my gosh, what else do I think about? So I honestly don't think Blue is an alien, but definitely not a dog. Okay. I mean, she could just be a cartoon character in the shape of a dog, and that's good enough for me. But an alien on domination, I'm not sure about that one. But I mean, the facts are there. And the modern series, which honestly looks pretty strange but acceptable, is now adding all kinds of wonky stuff. That is nuts. Anyway, my childhood show has really changed since that. I have no idea what to say now. Well, guys, I hope you guys liked the reaction. I know I did. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want more. And make sure to check out my other videos coming up. I do Let's Plays and reaction videos and stuff. SMT4 is going to be out for a little while for the week. So I would like as many recommendations as you can on what videos I should react to. Other ones I do are Nostalgia Critic and Film Theory, obviously, sorry. We do Nostalgia Critic video. There's a lot of Christmas ones right now. But if you would like me to react to those, let me know. I could do the ant bully one if you would like me to. 'Cause honestly, that I've seen that movie. Now it's kind of, but now I gotta think about this for a long time. I gotta sit on my thinking chair and think. I gotta use my mind, take one step at a time, and I don't know, do whatever I want to do, which is make videos. Okay, I hope you revisited your childhood with me. See you guys next time. Bye.